Welcome back, everybody, to the weekend show where I'll be doing technical analysis and updates on stock market. So before we get started, please hit the like button, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, and trade ideas like these ones right here, there is tons of them right here. You can see these I took yesterday. Tesla. We'll talk about Tesla here in a minute, but only picked up 50 shares that falling knife yesterday at 285-ish, and we collected a nice juicy profit on only 50 shares this morning because it was over 300. KRE shares also paid today. I mean, there are many D calls that I took a few days ago, July 18th, 5:30. This thing got up to 523. We got in at 510, added back into that position right here on May 29th, and it was fantastic. So I don't want to go too much into details. CRM we picked up after earnings at 255, and today 270, guys. Huge. GDX picked up puts. That's another winner that we sold today. So there are many more, that we have here. That I sold today and collected profit. You can see right here. So all these trade ideas are available on Patreon, and if you go for that annual membership, you do save some money there, and that's the one I recommend. Now, these are not tiers for you to join and get trade ideas. This is one-on-one consultation, and this is just for the supporters. There is nothing really into it here on Elite Supporter right here. So if you're really somebody who is serious about trading, and I've been saying this for maybe a couple months now, that if you're not serious and you see these trades and you see people making money and then you join and you want that to be you within a month, that's not gonna work. Obviously, you just want in and out, and that's not what we do. Even though we have those type of trades, but you're not serious enough to join the Patreon. So people that are serious, definitely check out my link down in the description, guys. And now let's talk about the market. Well, you can see Trump presses Powell for a full point rate cut despite strong job report this morning, and the market gap up and go here. Market rallied once again. Trump announces U.S. China trade talk in London next week, and we all know Trump versus Elon. What's going on Twitter? A lot of tweet back and forth yesterday on Thursday, and they were pretty calm today. Maybe just taking a break, and it's just not a good thing to see that number one richest man on earth, and then the president of the United States going at it and doing that. Market did not like that yesterday. Today they stay quiet, and you can see the jump. The jump with the job numbers was really big today here in the market, and market trading again close to all-time highs. With that being said, Dow going up 1%, Nasdaq 1.20%, S&P up 1%, and Russell going up the most, 1.62%. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500 except basic materials, everything in the green, and led by communication services. Google and Meta was up. Energy, consumer cyclical, Tesla was up. Amazon was up today. Financial, healthcare, industrials. Stock market map, well, pretty much green across the board except some of these names right here on consumer defensive. But you can see Apple was up today. Google is up over 3%. Amazon up nearly 3%. Tesla was up, I think, 5-6% this morning. That's where we sold. And then there was a little bit of pullback here on Tesla. Nvidia also going in the green. Broadcom with earnings going down 5%. And then we have financial here also going in the green. And now let's talk about S&P 500 and see where things actually going from here, guys. On SPY ETF, it's up over 1%. So what happened today? Well, the job numbers came out, and then unemployment rate was 4.2. So it's low, really good, at least on papers, and the market rallied. Now, where is SPY going from here? Well, if you look at my screen, we did not get a close over 600 here, but we did get a close over these two candles. So you can see, I mean, it's going higher. And we're only just few bucks away from all-time highs right here, guys. Not too far away. And this is one of those biggest B-shaped recovery that I have seen, at least in past couple of years. We saw one back with COVID crash, and this one here just not enough time. And I mean, look at this rally. I mean, this thing went ballistic. And if you look at it, I mean, let's just have a look at it, guys. How much things are up from the bottom. So if you start from here and you go up to this candle here, pretty much, I mean, look at this, 25% up in just a matter of how many months? May. And it started like April 4th right here, right? And it's only June. Not even 2 months. I would say 1.5 months because there was some, move to the downside as well after that big pop, and market came back right back to previous all-time highs and possibly will go on and make brand new all-time high. Now, everything seems like really good, but what Elon Musk and Trump doing right now, that's not good. Yes, the president have more power because he's running this entire country. But also, Elon Musk is just not some small dude. You just gonna push him over and he just go away. No, that man is the richest man on earth. Well, at least on paper for now, right? So, when these two are going at it and people are watching this, it's not good. It's definitely not good for the country. Now, with the tariffs, I don't know if you guys have noticed, and this is going to be a big test, especially with the CPI coming out soon, that market, is it going to get what the market wants? CPI coming in even lower? And if these numbers are lower coming out within just a day, that's like insane. I want you guys to go, in the comment section and say if you have actually, bought anything recently, especially clothing. Price went to the moon, guys. I'm telling you. I just went shopping, last week, and especially clothing. You go to Old Navy, Gap, you go to Macy's, you go and buy, little baby stuff, like back in the days, or not even back in the days. Let's say, a couple months ago, you could have bought $200 worth of clothing for a baby, and it would have bunch of, things. Right now, go and try to shop with 200. See what you get. All the things went up because these products are not coming out of this country. We're not making clothing here, mostly Vietnam, China, Bangladesh, India, and a lot of other countries making these products. Now, if they're paying a tariff, well, price is gonna go up. Amazon, price is not same as before. I have the Prime membership. I know they already sent a letter out saying that we're going to raise the price. You think they care about Trump saying that, hey, why don't you eat up those tariff? I don't think Walmart is going to do that. They're not going to eat up these tariffs. They're going to pass it on to us consumers, right? And when that happens, which is happening as we speak right now, inflation should be going right back up. Now, if these numbers are coming, I mean, I saw the last one before, but now these numbers that are coming out very soon, CPI, they should be hotter than expectation. If these numbers are coming in line or lower, oh boy, Lord help, I mean, that's not right. That's not going to be the one that you want to see. These numbers are lower, but you're going into a clothing store, you're going into a grocery, and you're paying more. But the CPI telling you everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is good. So, I mean, yes, the market does not care, market pressing higher. But don't forget about COVID crash, 2008 crisis, 2002. And I don't like to make videos about what happened before because it's always different. It's not the same thing that's going to happen over and over. And a lot of people say that in their video that, oh, it's the same thing, it's going to happen. No, same thing is not going to happen. The same result you're not going to get. It's not going to go down 58%. So don't even think about it. We went right here and came back up within 1.5 months, and you're telling me that there is going to be crash coming and black swan. I mean, I saw that black swan thing yesterday, somebody posted, and boy oh boy, I hope they were not shorting the market yesterday and market rallied back up again today. I mean, it was barely down a few bucks, and the guy posted a thumbnail saying Black Swan. I mean, come on, man. Just anything for YouTube, anything. So I think we got to be really careful as the market pressing higher into all time highs. I mean, I'm going to say it loud. I'm definitely not bullish, but I'm not stupid that I'm going to short and buy 0 DT and blow up my account, right? That's not the game plan. But if I'm buying here new money long and just going long all in, where am I supposed to sell and take profit? Well, 610, 613, 620, is that my goal here in the stock market? Absolutely not. Give you guys a quick good example what happened yesterday with Tesla, and a lot of my Patreon members keep asking me like, can I buy Tesla call? Look, it's your money, you're spending that money, why would I care? Nobody cares. But when you join the Patreon and you're in my group, I do care because I don't want anybody to go out and lose money just because they're new to this trading or they're just learning and going out and buying something at the wrong time. A lot of people I said, no, I'm not interested buying Tesla yet. But when the dip came pretty much near the lows, I picked up some shares. And people who got in, I think 9 of my Patreon members picked up shares. You all made decent amount of money on only 50 shares. You're up 16 to what? 20 bucks a share within just a matter of 24 hours. Now, I'm not going to go long on Tesla at 284, 300 and hold it forever. But yes, I have plans to buy Tesla close to 200, maybe under 200. Tesla can do that. So that is the game plan. But people don't get it. They jump in, they lose all the money. So this is not a good spot to be new money long. I'm not buying it. I'm just going to watch, and even if I'm trying to short, I'm not gonna go and short with 0 DTs or 1 DT, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month out. That is not the game plan here on SPY. If you're doing that, you're going to lose money if this thing presses higher and goes up a little bit more. So I know the video is about to get a bit longer, but if I can help people out with my experience, I'm there. I'm going to do that because there was nobody out there making videos before when I was losing money trying to learn this to become a professional and profitable trader. And now that I can do it, I can survive on my trading alone, not working for anybody. I can come out and say, hey, I did this and this is how I survived, and I don't chase stuff. Things are at all-time highs. I got to be really cash heavy. So that is what I'm doing, guys. Now, SPY, if we can get over 600, there is room for 604, and possibly we're only a few bucks away going up and retesting previous all-time highs. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put it up here. Let's just put a new trend line here instead of just making a bunch of extra lines right here. So that is our previous all-time highs, and we can get there easily over 604. And right now, if we get some sort of a move to the downside, well, you can see it's a rising type of wedge here. And I don't like to, draw these things because I don't like to make my charts like really, crazy where you cannot understand anything. But look at here, RSI made a lower high, and the ETF made a higher high. So there is a bearish divergence here on the RSI, and it's building. So we might see some sort of a move within next few days. Going into Monday's session, there will be support right here at 597. If we get under that, there will be support at 595, 593, and then we can talk about 590 to 586 right here on SPY ETF. To the upside, definitely the next stops, if we can get over 600, 604, and then previous all-time highs will likely, to be retested next week. On triple Q, it's up 1%. So you can see we did not get over 530, and then 533 remains open here, the resistance here. If we can get over 533, it can definitely push back up to all-time highs again, and possibly will hit another brand new all-time high. To the downside now, the key support level to watch right here at the 5-day moving average, and that is a key level, guys. It was holding yesterday up until it actually gave up. And then today, with the numbers and the unemployment rate, well, we went right back up over that 526. So only if that breaks, you can see 526 rejection here, and the 5-day moving average now sitting there. So 526 gives up. Then watch out for 520 to 515. That is another magnetic level that we held for so many sessions. Only if it goes under that, then we might be thinking about this gap from 2 weeks ago, 511.84, and don't even think about this gap at this point unless something happens between Elon Musk and Trump, or some sort of a bad news comes out where we see a massive bearish engulfing candle that takes over all these candles. That would be something to watch then to close this gap at 491. On Dow Jones, it's up 1%. So you guys saw that, pattern right here, the flag, and we broke out 2 3 days ago, and today things just took off, and we're actually over 428, got up to 430 plus, and came back in holding that 428 as a support. So DIA definitely looking good for a move up to 433, and from there it can go much higher. We'll talk about that if that happens next week on Monday night. Now 428 gives up. We do not hold. We get some sort of a move to the downside. There will be strong support at 425.40, and then 423, which is a key level held yesterday, because we have 20-day right there sitting, and the 13-day moving average. Only if that support gives up, then this gap comes into play. 418.17, and then also we have support at 416, and then the lower Bollinger Band sitting at almost 415. So, here on DIA, I don't see much of a move happening. I think we're just going to ping pong in between upper and lower Bollinger Band until we see a significant breakout or breakdown to the downside here on DIA. On IWM, it's up 1.62%. So look at this gap up and go today from 209.83. We got over 210. And in my video, we talked about it right here that if this happens, we actually had IWM calls, and I sold, I think it was at 210 to 11-ish. And that was it. I did not wait for this, big gap up. I think that was yesterday. I sold right here, or actually day before here that I had, and I actually bought on this dip right here. So it was a really nice, move here on IWM. There is so many trades. You guys saw a bunch of them at the beginning of my video. I'm not even sharing. I don't really do much of a day trading anymore because all these swings are paying right and left. Yes, there are ones that are not paying here and there, but very few. Very few trades are not paying, but mostly 80% of the swing trades are paying. So I don't really care that much if, nobody can win everything. That's the main thing. And this one, we talked about it in my video, but I did not share. This was another play that we took, and it was really good profit. I think it was 53% that I got, at least. I don't know about the others, but it depends, where you got in. It was a really nice trade, and it could be going much higher. But you can see Bollinger Band not expanded, so 210, that's going to be key line in the sand. If this thing gives up that level after filling this gap, it can come down to 207, and then we can talk about possibly retesting this trail line at 205 to 204, maybe even coming down to 201 to 198 again if this breakout is actually fake. Also, you can see inverse head and shoulder could be playing out here, and if this is the, if you take from the lows to here, I mean, that's going to be a big move. You're talking about possibly brand new all-time highs on IWM, but I don't know if that's going to play out. This is probably, some sort of a fake breakout, because a lot of the times IWM just, breaking out, and, it would just hold on for a few days. So I would say give it time and see if this thing actually holds over 210. Then you would get, more bullish on it for more upside possibly coming back up and retesting, these highs right here near 230. Now let's talk about VIX, because this thing getting absolutely decimated. And why market pressed higher? Well, the numbers came out. It just was too good, right? Market really liked it, but there is some bullish falling wedge that is taking place right here on VIX. And when you see these types of wedges actually, or flags, or whatever you want to call it, guys, I mean, it's just coiling up here. If this thing breaks out over this $18 range, it can go. And you can see this thing also contracting, and these Bollinger Bands are squeezing VIX in between. So what happened last time? We talked about it, the same pattern right here, that it's gonna happen, boom. Then it came back in for only a few days, and then we had that mega big move to the upside. So if this thing is coiling up here, I mean, you can see price is not really going anywhere. Today down nearly 10%, but I mean, how much lower this thing can go? Well, maybe 15. What was the lowest low here within the last couple of years? Well, 12, 13 to 14 bucks. So can this thing spike back up to 20? Absolutely, it can. And if it does, you will see some sort of a retracement in this market. And you guys saw that bearish divergence playing out. It's building. So, at some point, you're going to see market pulling back, giving some of those gains. And that's not actually a bearish thing in the market, because that would be an opportunity for us to buy. And that is why we got to be really patient with this market, because if you're just rushing and you think, oh, Tesla down 20 bucks, I'm going to go buy it. We're used to buying Tesla at 150, 200, some cases even below 100, right? So if you're just jumping on Tesla ride immediately, I've been talking about a stock in my big mega cap, update that I do every day here in my channel. That is Google and Apple. I mean, look at Google today, guys. People that are watching this video, I'll be updating big mega cap stocks very soon, and I made a really good amount of money today on Google. I've been telling my Patreon members, just throwing out extra play so people can make money. And even in my YouTube channel, that, hey guys, Google is definitely one that I like. I'm not chasing Tesla. I'm not going and buying Meta. Absolutely not. But I think Google and Apple, great opportunities. And look at today. Apple was up, but not that much. But Google, boy, oh boy, what a move to the upside. And it can go up even more, guys. So, these opportunities we can get again, but the market pressing close to all-time highs, or maybe even hitting all-time highs next week. So we should be, just watching and not really doing that much in the market, and see what the market does. And if there is an opportunity that is coming our way soon with a nice juicy pullback, then we can buy into it. And that is all I have for you guys. I know this video got a bit longer, and I would really appreciate if you guys can support this video by hitting that like button, because that is the only thing I get for these videos. If you're thinking about that black swan guy who actually puts out these types of videos, I'm not doing this for YouTube money. I try to go out and say what I can say from my experience, where the market is going and how I'm actually navigating the market. So I just put out what I see in the market, and I don't like to be that person calling for a massive crash, or just extremely bullish at all-time high, and then things just reverse it. So I think having a lot of cash right now makes a lot of sense, and that is what I'm doing. Thank you so much, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated Monday night.